Hello, I am Antwan Lofton, Assistant Vice President for Staff and Labor Relations for Duke University Health System. When thinking of a time in which someone did something for me that I would never forget, takes me back to probably the year 19 when I was young and applying for an internship in New York. When I arrived, I was sent to the 16th floor, and it was very evident to me and clear to me that I was not the only one that was extended this invitation. When I opened the door, there was a sea of young people waiting for that great opportunity to lay the foundation of their academic pursuit as well as their career pursuit. I quickly discovered that there was no more seats. There were seats for everyone in the room, but probably about 4 or 5 of us were standing around. Me being me, the little boy from the country, I have no problem with making friends. So I walked over to the counter and began to have a conversation with the receptionist, a senior lady who clearly had been there for a long amount of time, and she began to tell me about her time spent in New York and different restaurants that I should go to. After about 30 or 45 minutes of laughing and talking at the counter, a gentleman came out from the boardroom and said, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We have filled all of our vacant positions. The internship interview session is now closed." A little disheartened, but I definitely understood. I picked up my backpack and I was getting ready to head to the door to leave. And while at the glass door, the receptionist called me back and she handed me an envelope. And she says, "Well, before you get on the road and proceed back to North Carolina, you should stop downstairs on the 13th floor, go to the blue table, sit there, and have lunch on me. Here's an envelope with the ticket in it. You don't have to pay anything." I said, "Okay, I'll do that." So I took the envelope, got on the elevator, went downstairs, went to the blue table, and proceeded to eat my lunch before arranging transportation to get me back to North Carolina. Long story short, a gentleman walked in, asked if he could sit down at the table alongside me to eat his lunch. And I said, "Sure." After a long conversation of talking about my dreams and aspirations, he told me, "Well, you got it." I says, "I got what?" He says, "You got the internship." And I was a little lost, thinking, well, how did I get the internship when I was just told that all of the positions was filled? He later explained to me that upstairs, the young lady that I had been laughing and talking with at the receptionist counter was actually completing her very last day of employment with that organization. And they had given her this lunch ticket to go downstairs to have lunch with the president. She declined going downstairs to eat lunch with that president because she saw something in me and she wanted to ensure that I had a chance to share my dreams and my aspirations with one of the people in that organization that could make it happen. And guess what? She was right. It did happen. Many, many years later, I am now thankful for that opportunity, for that step up to ensure that I was able to make it and to get the foundation that I needed. And that's what we want each of you to do. Reflect on your lives and think about a time, space, or an opportunity when someone gave you that step up to accomplish your dreams, to get the jobs that you want.